What's going on, cryptocurrency investors? My name's Landon. You're watching Blockchain. Follow us on Twitter because I post cryptocurrency news all day long as it happens. Join the Ethereum official Telegram group to enter yourself into the Ethereum Bounty Rewards program. As well, drop your email into the Ethereum mailing list because it's tipped to be one of the hottest ICOs this year. The overall cryptocurrency market is a continuation of the Bloody Monday that we saw. This breakout that we experienced last week just get completely wiped off the map, and the biggest news of the day in my opinion is the overall market cap dropping below 300 billion. Putting things into a little bit of perspective for everybody that seemingly rides on all this daily FUD that continuously comes out, yes, we are in a bear market. Yes, the market has seen a lot of consolidation, but think about where we've come from. In just the last 6 months, we've had one of the most insane run-ups in market history, and we are looking at one of the biggest bull markets in the history of markets. Just in September of 2017, 6 months ago, Bitcoin was about $3,000. Considering right now it is just under $8,000, that's well over a 100% increase, and the overall market is doing phenomenally. Yes, there's going to be consolidation periods, there's going to be sell-off, and people are so overexcited to get rich quick in these markets that it causes a lot of disappointment and FUD. Continuing with disappointment and FUD, we have the ever so popular right now Verge XVG privacy. There's been a lot of disappointment and a lot of overhyping of this coin, and the fan base of Verge seems to be incredibly defensive right now, and anybody that posts on the Verge Reddit forum anything that even critiques the coin or critiques the team or even tries to give some academic banter and some devil's advocacy, what have you, that is generally pretty accepted in the overall cryptocurrency industry, particularly on Reddit. People definitely like a good discussion. There's some very good thought pieces on Reddit that happen every day, and I showcase a lot of them on this platform. However, Verge seems to have a cult-like following, much like that of Tron, but one with not a lot of updates and not a lot of real investor satisfaction as of right now. Blastingnews.com has a very good, concise article on why there's so much widespread disappointment in the Verge community, starting with the Wraith protocol and what I like to call a completely botched PR campaign with absolute delays in the Wraith protocol, and then when it was released, a lot of confusion as to does it actually work or what have you, and then subsequently there was some controversy around some IPs being leaked and some personal passphrases being visible. All of that has been worked on, and I'm happy to say that Verge is the only privacy coin that gives users true options in regards to anonymity, which is the only coin that does it. It's a huge selling feature and one of the biggest reasons why Verge has been so successful. They have a working product and they seemingly are doing everything right. Verge holders have been very antsy. And naturally, there's a lot of Verge holders that got in during that insane run-up that we experienced through December and January. So there's a lot of bag holders in this coin, much like that of Tron and really much like that of the rest of the industry. As Verge continues to rise in value, which it should with the overall market increase that we are expecting to happen this year. Aside from this market cap continuously dropping each video I make today, we seem to be a couple $2 billion short. We dropped below 300 billion earlier on today and are seemingly continuing to sell off. I hoped that dropping below 300 was an indication for people to start buying again and the bulls to really push the price back up, but it seems like the overall market wants to go down a bit more, and we might be facing a bear market of up to a couple of months. Some people are even saying over a year right now. I don't think that's going to happen. I think cryptocurrency is going to get one of the best years it's had. We're going to break 500 billion and approach 1 trillion by the end of this year, subsequently setting the stage for multiple trillions of dollars in overall market cap as the years tick on. Will Verge be there? It's hard to say, because as blastingnews.com says the latest scandal with Verge is this very hyped up crowdfunding campaign that was incredibly successful. They raised 75 million Verge coins in a matter of 3 days, and there was, as you can see right here, an incredible run up. The volume started to spike as soon as they announced this big crowdfunding campaign, but then once they achieved the crowdfunding campaign on the 26th and the big news was supposed to happen, that's where everybody started buying in because there was indications of upward movement. And had they announced the major partnership on par with what the schedule was expecting and what the investors were expecting, this consolidation and subsequent horizontal movement and this insanely large drop off in volume back to previous levels of $10 million 24 hours. I mean, we hit over $210 million in a 24-hour period for Verge, which is so much higher than it's used to, like ridiculously higher than it's used to. And we are dropped right back to a little higher than the $10,000 trading average that Verge generally sees. Now, keep in mind, it could be all a well-planned stunt in the fact that all of this current FUD and this current distaste, discomfort surrounding what's going to happen with this coin and all these bag holders, if they do announce a partnership on the scale that they claim to have behind the scenes, we could see the price movement continue to rise past what we saw on the 26th of 5 cents, and we could see Verge hit almost 10 cents in a very short period of time. If we can get over $100 million in 24-hour volume on a consistent level for more than a few days, this price can potentially be sustained. If the big breakout happens, if the partnership happens, and if the Verge consumers don't wait for too long to have any news come out. The longer we wait, the more that the overall price is going to correct down to the levels it was at prior to this insane jump. We're going to see anywhere from 1 to 3 cents until the overall cryptocurrency market continues to break out and we push past 500 billion. That's when I could see Verge continuing to rise. But as for doing it all on its own, much like what Tron is going to do in the next few days, rise all on its own, Verge has that same potential, but it's not fully realized yet. And I think people just need to hang on a little longer because I really don't think the team would set themselves up for such a colossal failure. Although stranger things have happened in the cryptocurrency world, and I will be here reporting the developments as they happen. So make sure to follow us on Twitter because you'll get that information as soon as it happens, because I post all day long. And keep watching because I'm going to cover this cryptocurrency market cap as it continues to fluctuate and right now consolidate. And it'll be interesting to see how long this overall downtrend continues and if we can experience multiple breakouts before the big breakout that pushes us past 500 billion into the $1 trillion market cap. And then from there, we see prices that we've never seen before, and we will never ever again return to these low prices and this low market cap. This is a booming industry that is just on the forefront of something huge and is going to be catapulted into the mainstream consciousness of society. Blockchain technology has so much promise moving forward, and I feel privileged to be a content creator on this platform, providing cryptocurrency news and developments as this hyper-evolving market continues. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys are just waiting for Verge to happen like I am. Don't panic sell. Don't be concerned. We're still doing great. Bitcoin was under $3,000 just 6 months ago. It's under $8,000 right now, which is a very good price movement in my opinion. The future is so bright. So let me know what coins interest you the most, and I'll be sure to get that content out as well. Look for a coin feature on Ontology in the coming days because that is one that has proved to be very lucrative for investors over the last few days, even though the market seems to be continuing to consolidate. Thank you so much for watching. My name's Landon. You're watching Blockchain, and until next time, everyone.